Eric Muathe with about 1 hour to go before the market open. March 10th, 2014, we are looking at the Dow, called down about 22 points, and we are looking at S&P 500 down about 2, and the Nasdaq is also down slightly, almost unchanged. And then let's take a look at world markets overnight, and we see that the biggest mover was China, down about 2.86, and the next biggest mover was Hong Kong, down 1.75. Right now we are looking at Europe, almost slightly unchanged or slightly down, or let's call it mixed. And if we take a look at commodities before the open here, we are looking at the biggest mover being natural gas, up almost 2%, and crude oil is down about 1.35%. Let's take a look at what some of the main things this week are going to be, and let's take a look at the Nasdaq daily, and we see that we've been making higher highs in price, just like I spoke about in the weekend, and we are still looking at declining technicals here. I believe this could be a reason for a pullback here, probably even a major high if this continues being the case. Of course, if the market can break out above that declining negative divergence line, then we are going to get a breakout. Right now we are looking at a market that to me seems like wants to go down. If we take a look at the hourly for the Nasdaq, we see that we have this wedge type formation here. I'll call that a bearish wedge, just because more than likely, as we've been coiling to the upside here, more than likely we're going to see a break. That break doesn't have to be a material break. It could be just a break of this trend line, settling down and then moving higher later. But for now, it seems like more than likely the conclusion of this is going to be a break of this trend line, which was support coming into the end of last week's trading session here. So somewhere around here, more than likely we break that trend line and we see whether we are going to move higher from there. This week we also need to watch the Dow, because the Dow has a chance of breaking out above 16478.41. so if the Dow can hold above December closing highs on a weekly chart, then we are going to get a weekly breakout. Anything that means that the market is not breaking out could suggest that this here is where the market turns around. If we take a look at the S&P 500 weekly, the level to watch this week is 1842.37, which is the previous weekly closing high there. Anything above that level is still going to suggest that this market is breaking out and holding above the breakout level. On the other hand, should we get a pullback, then that's going to mean that this breakout has failed, and more than likely we are going to get a serious pullback in the market. Eric Muathe, good luck, peace, and blessings.